in to see how's everybody's holiday went or is going. I know me, I haven't done much of anything, kind of relaxed and graded some papers and yeah, nothing much. Just wanted to see what y'all were doing out there. It's probably pretty quiet. Yeah, we'll see if anybody comes on. Oh, I just got my own invitation on YouTube that I was live. Yeah. Very uneventful day today. Didn't do much. Worked out a little on my new elliptical machine, which is nothing like the machines in the gym. You have to work a little harder to get it going, but that's okay. Yeah, who's out there? Who's out there? Anybody out there? Oops, that's not. Oh, hey Karen. How are you? That's the $1 million question. Oh, I'm great. I'm great. Like I said, I'm relaxing. I'm using this time to relax. So I am good. Hey, cousin Tanya. I seen your girls were jamming. Savage. They were getting it. And I was sitting there watching all your grandkids open their gifts. That was cute. It reminded me of my mom because they used to buy she used to buy all her grandkids gifts and they would just be excited. And you said my holiday was wonderful, filled with a house full of surprises because of a whole lot of love. Good for you. Happy to hear that. Like I said, I was watching your videos. It was cute. Cool. My holiday was uneventful and I was fine with it. Just chilling around the house. Yep. But nothing. How do I like my elliptical machine, Karen? I love it. It's not like the ones at LA Fitness. It requires a little bit more work, but that's good. I've used it twice. Yesterday for 30 minutes, today for 30 minutes, but it gives me a good workout. Plus it was cold out, so I didn't want to go outside. So yeah, it's good. It's good. How was your holiday, Karen? And Tanya, did you get anything that you wanted on your Christmas list? And Karen, you said my holiday was turned down. Love the quiet. Same here. I think I watched TV. I slept. I did grade papers because I teach 2 college courses, and if I don't grade the papers, the students will send me emails left and right. What's my grade? What's my grade? What's my grade? So I did have to do that, but other than that, just relaxed. Yep. So yeah, I'm sure it's pretty quiet. I'm using Tanisha's little chair thing she gave me. Have to get used to it. Yeah, so what's going on in the news that we can go over since I have y'all on here? Like I said, I just jumped on just to say hello. So yeah. I didn't even have a Christmas list, but I got me a 6-in-1 pressure cooker. Okay. So you can cook, or something for my daughter. And I got some more gifts coming unexpected. I got some bath bombs, some socks, some earrings, pocketbook, hand sanitizer, candy. Got a hoodie. that says khaki. What is it? Says cocky, chubby, and cute. Oh, that's cute. Sounds like you had a great Christmas. Let's see, yeah, cause I didn't, you know, hey, but that was good. It's so cold here in Georgia. Oh my gosh, it makes you just want to lay in the house and wrap up in a blanket and sit in front of the TV, which I very rarely get to do, but I've been doing for the last couple of days. So yeah. Yep. So are y'all gonna get the vaccine? The COVID vaccine. So Karen, what you say in the news? A lot of people are panicking over their unemployment benefits ending this week and possibly evictions. Yeah, I saw that because somebody decides to throw a wrench in it and then um, leaving everybody kind of in a panic mode. I'm praying that that will eventually work out and that people aren't left to fend for themselves, because that's a sad situation for everybody. I mean, because that's going to impact people who are on unemployment. And then if they're struggling, that's going to impact the uh, economy and all of that stuff. Just it's just a domino effect. Hopefully it will work itself out. I'll just be glad when this whole COVID stuff is all over. It's just like, ugh. Sometimes I look at stuff. Time, time you say you're not going to take the vaccine. I probably will. After a couple of people have, more people have taken it, I probably will. I've been doing the research. I did a video on the research that I found a while back, because they're not really injecting you with like the dead virus like they do the flu. But I get the flu every year, so that's that part. But they're not injecting you with that dead virus. It's just like it's something that grabs onto the coronavirus if you gets it, and it helps your immune system process it in kind of simplistic terms, because I'm not a scientist, so I don't know. So Karen says even if it gets approved, it would take 39 to 46 days to kick in. Oh no. I wonder why it takes so long. You would think it would be an automatic, jump start with the unemployment, because, that's why I hate politics, because they just play around with people's lives. So hopefully it'll kick in sooner than that, Karen, So yeah. I know they're panicking on that. People are worried about the stimulus as well. Wondering if they're going to get that. Yeah. So hopefully 2021 will bring us better situations, better things, I'm praying. We can only hope, right? And pray that we get a better day. So, like I said, I just jumped on just to talk to people. I was laying on the couch. I was like, let me get up and go live. So what else is out there to talk about? What other topics or things are out there that we're thinking about? I wonder how people are handling not being with their families during Christmas, because Christmas is a big day. Thanksgiving is a big day, but Christmas to me, is a bigger day. I think more people spend more time with their families during that time. So I'm sure that's pretty hard. Oh yeah, Karen, I know you're not getting the vaccine. Even though they are not injecting you with the dead virus, there are ingredients common in all vaccines that I'm allergic. So you're allergic. You're doing it because you're allergic. I get it. Yeah. So in that case, people, they say not to get it. But what is your alternative? What what is the, like, hate to throw that question out there, but it is a question that you have to process with yourself, is if I don't get this vaccine and the alternative is getting COVID, how are you going to treat that? Because there's no treatment. So do you have a plan for yourself? Because you know your body, you know, I know me, I mean, revved up with vitamins and all of that type of stuff is what I'm kind of going at. But yeah. I was saying something and I completely forgot what I was saying. Yeah, I forgot what I was saying here. Oh yeah, I was saying people probably getting depressed or were depressed during this Christmas time if they didn't have any family. Like me, I'm an introvert, so I can sit at home. I work from home all the time. I'm home majority of the time anyway. So before this whole pandemic stuff started. So for me, and then holidays, I look at them as for kids. So, you know, I do miss my family, but I do look at it as like for kids. But looks like y'all had, you know, good gifts. I bought myself my elliptical machine. I was happy about that. I know some people be like, what? Karen says my alternative is to get the vaccine in the hospital and have a team ready to administer the anti-antigen shot. So you are going to get it in a hey Nicole Kelly. So Karen, you said you are going to get it in the hospital and have a team ready to administer the so that you can be there in case something goes wrong with the vaccine. Is that what you're saying? So Kelly, I just jumped on. I was like laying around and I was like, oh, let me just talk to people because I'm sure people are just sitting around. And so there's no specific topic. I did ask, were people going to take the vaccine? I asked how people were kind of maneuvering through the holiday, not seeing their family and not being around their family. Like I said, for me, I'm an introvert, so I was fine with being at home. I've been getting some rest. The only thing I did today was grade papers. Yeah. But I've been seeing a lot of, and Karen brought up like the unemployment situation, how if that ends, it's not going to be, even if they approve it, it's not going to be ready for like 39 to 46 days after that. So, you know, and I was saying how that is a domino effect to the economy, to people who not having the bare necessities, and then that can lead to people robbing other people. It just can be a big thing. Yeah. Y'all like my little mug right here? It's huge, right? So I drink my herbal tea in there since I started my fasting stuff. It says, but first coffee, but I can't drink coffee because of my anxiety. And for those out there who don't know anxiety, if you drink coffee, it's going to send it out of control. And then, yeah. Yeah, it is really sad, right? That the government's playing with people's livelihoods and all of that stuff. So, you know, it's just going to get bad that's why I'm like, Lord, we need a miracle. So, yeah. Anything else? What else is going on in the world? I see Ice Cube. Is it Ice Cube? Then said something crazy like, why isn't Biden jumping in with the stimulus stuff? I'm like, and the people let him have it online, like, Biden's not the president. What are your thoughts on that? I was like, you still staring up stuff? Yeah. Anyway. Yeah, so I saw that earlier today on Facebook. Not sure if it's really like, you know, I just thought I'm like, shut up. You already said enough stuff. Anyway. So Kelly, Nicole, what did you get yourself for Christmas? Like I told the audience that I got me a elliptical machine for myself, and that's it. And then, well, I'm always buying myself stuff, so I don't really focus on that. Karen, what did you get for Christmas too? I forgot to ask you. Tanya told us what she got. He's still at it with Dr. Boykins. Who is Dr. Boykins? I'm sorry. Yeah. Yes, at some point I will probably be forced to get the vaccine for work, etc. I would have to get the vaccine in a hospital, doctor, medical office setting with the antigen shot. I'm ready. Yes, gotcha, Karen. Yeah, I know. Being a therapist, I know I'm gonna have to get it. That's why I just tried to do a research. But like I said, I have a YouTube video out there that kind of gives you the trials, how many trials there were, what the tests were, or whatever. So that's out there. Um, a post Kelly, you got a post Trump pack and a juicer. Oh, you being sarcastic with Doctor. Okay. Yeah, cool. I know. Um, yeah. So what else is out there? What else was I reading in the news today that I thought was crazy? Hmm. Did y'all hear about the bomb? And I think me and Kelly talked about this yesterday, or you brought it up. The bomb that happened in Nashville where it just exploded. Uh, and Kelly, you said it's a packet on financial literacy. Okay. Okay, trying to upgrade in 2021. Yes. Which is right around the corner. Yeah, right around the corner, right around the corner. Yeah. Okay. It is so cold in Georgia. I don't know if it's cold in Virginia like this, but oh my gosh, I didn't go outside at all. Oh, Karen and Kelly have a birthday coming up, don't y'all? What are y'all, Capricorns? Is that what it is? And Karen says she got herself a Fitbit, cool workout clothes, hiking shoes, and I love my UV sanitizer gift. Awesome. Ice Cube do need to take several seats. Karen, right? I'm like, be quiet. You already. Oh, I guess he mad now. Um, yes, and my 22nd Earth Day. 22nd. Well, see, and y'all are Capricorns, and my dad's Capricorn, and my sister's Capricorn. And I didn't even I didn't even connect that to y'all. Sorry. Kelly, what's this 22nd 22nd Earth Day? You can't be younger than me because I'm 25. Capricorns. What's good things about Capricorn? What's some good things about Capricorns, Kelly and Karen? Yeah. What's good things about Capricorn? Ice Cube mad he has to pay all those taxes. Yeah, and I think he mad too because all the black people turned on him too, Karen. Like, oh, and Karen, you're 26 too? Okay. Everybody trying to stay close to my age. So what are y'all goals for 2020? That's a good question. What do you plan to accomplish in 2021? What are your goals for 2021? That's a question. So Kelly says Capricorns are loyal, dependable, hard worker, sweet, but will bite you. Yeah, that's my dad too. That is him. I can see that in you, Kelly and Karen. Loyal, dependable, hard workers, sweet, but will bite you. So what are some of y'all goals for 2021? Capricorns are loyal, fair, loving. Everyone loves Capricorns. If we like you, you are golden. If we don't like you, you may never know. Okay. Interesting. So you and Kelly, y'all had common terms, common definitions in that description of Capricorns. Loyal, both say loyal, fair, kind of basically the same thing of dependable and loyal to people that are around you, but will bite you. Hey. So Kelly, your goals for 2021 are to keep elevating emotionally, physically, and financially. Those are good goals. Good goals. Yeah, my goals is to of course, be more financially stable, be more creative, keep pushing towards these goals that I have listed, and making sure I'm doing them and not getting lost. Yeah. And Karen, you said hard working is an attribute. Yep, I can see that. That was my dad all day long too. All of those things you guys said. Hardworking. Capricorns in the house. Yeah. What else, y'all? What are your goals? Karen, what are your 2021 goals? Welcome to anybody that's just joined. We are just chatting it up, not talking about anything specific, kind of jumping around topics. I just did an impromptu to get on here and just kind of shoot the breeze. Didn't have anything else to do. Oh, yeah. Would y'all get in a polyamorous relationship? Would you be in a polyamorous? Oh, I'm glad this thing got spell check on here, honey. 2021 goals. I'm just throwing questions out there as they come to my mind. Like again, if you just joined, this is just an impromptu I decided to do because I was sitting around doing nothing. So I thought I'd just chat it up. And Kelly says, no, I wouldn't be in a polyamorous relationship because I'm a selfish lover, but I have thought about it and was like, nah, I'm with you, Kelly. I can't share. I don't want to share. Not in my DNA to do that. So, but I see it a lot. I see that term a lot on, like people's profiles and all that type stuff. So, yeah. No judgment. Just thought we'd ask the question out there. Karen's 2021 goals are to get back in school. Good job. get my fitness certifications. Good job. And focus more on my art and creativity. Yes, let's get those passions back in action. Passions back in action. Like doing the things we love. I'm going to write more music. Finish my book up hopefully soon here. Yeah, just looking forward to 2021. Even if we still have the residuals of the pandemic stuff, you still can push forward to your goals, because that's what you don't want to do, is lose that focus, because then that's going to lead you to being depressed or whatever. And Kelly says a lot of people are into it. Yes, I'm seeing that word a lot, and I'm like, is there a reason why you feel like people are doing that? I think people are afraid to commit sometimes, or they just like to have several different partners, and it's easier to deal with seven or several different partners and not really have to worry about the commitment piece. And yeah, yes, Karen. So this is Capricorn night. No polyamorous for me. I'm too selfish for that. I will not share like that. Period. Yeah. Some people like it though, I'm just, it's not my thing. No judgment, Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do. Why does today feel like Sunday night? Like, it feels like it's Sunday night. And I'm like, oh, gotta go to work in the morning. No. But yeah, passion, finding that passion for 2021 and hanging in there. Make sure y'all vote on the runoff. Make sure you vote for the Senate runoff. Here in Georgia, if you're in Georgia. So Kelly says, yes, committed issues will be the number one reason, and greedy, because I feel like that would be too dangerous to entertain. Yeah, and then one person may like the other person more, and then they start infringing on the time that you're supposed to be spending with the other person. And then the big factor for me is the jealousy piece. Like, it can really, spiral out of control. Yeah, so Karen says, no judgment. You are welcome to do it. Stay away from me with that multi-level romance craziness. Multi-level craziness. I like that term. Multi-level craziness. Yes. Zanita, how are you? Kelly, your sister's on. Welcome, Zanita. We were talking about 2021 goals, and what are your 2021 goals? We were talking about, would you be in a polyamorous relationship? Then we talked about Ice Cube talking about why is Joe Biden not doing anything about the stimulus, because he's not president yet. So yeah. I am good. I think I'm more rested now because of having the 2 days off. Well, whatever. What date? It's Saturday. Yes, I was off Friday, and then Thursday we got off early. So yeah, but just resting. But yeah, I'm good. I'm glad you're on, Zanita. Join in the condo. Oh yeah, and Zanita, will you be taking the vaccine? Most people said no. I said yes eventually, but I don't know when. That's still, I'm still letting I hate to say that, but letting other people be tested, basically. I mean, it's been tested, so I can't even say that because they've had the trials and the research participants and all that stuff. But yeah. A no for the vaccine. No. So you and your sister are alike. And then there's another person on here, Karen, and she says no as well. I've had several friends now that have taken it. Some of my Zumba students, but they're all in the healthcare field, so it's yeah, a part of it. Karen, you said yesterday seemed like Saturday. Today seems like Sunday. It's cold in Atlanta. It's confusing. It's freezing. Oh, you don't do vaccines at all, Zanita? Yeah, cause see, I get the flu shot every year, and so I'm kind of just like, okay, it's just another one. And then I did research. I did a show on the research that I found, and so I'm still like, listening and seeing. And so, Kelly, you're asking, what are my 2021 goals, or what is Zanita's 2021 goals? And I'm gonna put you on the screen. Well, put your question on the screen, not you on the screen. Yeah, Karen, my days are off. Like it feels, because it feels like Sunday night right now, and I'm like, it's time to go back to work. But it's not. It's only Saturday night, and I feel like I should be out somewhere having a good time. But this whole coronavirus, I'm not ready for that yet. Oh, okay, yeah. So Zanita, Kelly saying, what are your 2021 goals? Karen, you said I went outside at 4 p.m. It wasn't bad. Then again, I had on so many layers. I haven't been outside all day. I have been in the house, laying on the couch. Like I said, I graded some papers for my students. And then I worked out. I did my elliptical machine, and then that was it. And then I decided to get on here just to shoot the breeze. Yeah. Zanita says to love more on those who love on me, stop allowing other people's crap to be a weight on me, and save more. Oh my God, I have a few. Nah, good. Share. Those are good though, because I think a lot of people allow other people to determine their happiness, and it's time out for that, because I say it's always self-advocating for yourself, making sure you're advocating for yourself. Some people may call that selfish, but I don't. As a therapist, I'm always telling my clients, you got to advocate for yourself, because if you don't, people will run all over you. You will feel like crap, and they going on with their merry way, and you suffering. So either, what do you guys think about when do you decide to cut those people off? Like, how do you make the decision to cut people off when they're toxic for you? Oh yeah, I got myself an elliptical machine because it's cold here in Georgia right now, and I needed to work out. How do you know when it is time to cut people off that are toxic? That's the question. Thank you for that, Zanita. Karen, you came close to spelling her name right. I think it's Zaneta, but you're good. You're good. Kelly Nicole says, when you get tired of their crap, but it takes a while to get to that point. I agree. Because sometimes you don't know that you're being mistreated, right? Or being taken advantage of. And then finally and that could take years sometimes. But that's why you got to be mindful of what you're feeling when you're around people. And when I say mindful, like if you get around your best friend and they make you feel like crap every time, You can't see Karen's comments. Oh, maybe because she's on YouTube. That's why. So I have to post hers up here. So I'll post Karen since y'all can't see hers because she's on YouTube. Do you see it on the screen now, Kelly? Yeah. Okay. And Zanita says, once they get me to the point that I am out of character, they go. I don't discriminate on who either. Exactly. Exactly. Yeah, because especially if they get you out of character, because that means something within you is saying, no, this is not right. This is not working. And I have to protect myself, you know. But like I said, sometimes you don't know that you are around toxic people. And so it's hard to decipher that. I feel like, you know, once, like you said, they take you out of character, or just every time you're around them, those people, you are not having a good time. You feel like you're on a defensive. You always feel like you're, you know, just things aren't right, and you're doing more things for them than they're doing for you, and you know, the list can go on and on. But becoming aware of that. So 2021 is a big goal that we shouldn't be taking people in. Yeah, we shouldn't be holding on to those people that are toxic for us. I'm getting some water, so y'all chat. Well, I'm adding water to my. Back. Karen says your instincts will tell you when to cut people off. The older you get, the more intuitive you are, and you get more mindful of people's treatment towards you. Like Dr. Dez says, often take notes. Yes. I'll put your comment on the screen, Karen. So yeah, you said your instincts will tell you when to cut people off. And I agree. I feel like your body will let you know that this situation is no longer good for me, so I need to move on. Yes. And the older you get, the more intuitive you are, and you get more mindful of people's treatments towards you. That's so true. Yep. And I'm always saying collect data when you're around people and you start not feeling right. And what I mean is collect data, like you're observing them and you're taking notes of like the behavior, the way you feel around them every time. If every time I go around somebody and all I'm feeling is negativity, it's probably time for me to take a checklist, to make a checklist and see what's going on, and why am I continuing to hang around that type of person. And Kelly says, I've always been intuitive, but it can still take a while. Yeah, sometimes you just don't you just don't get it, you know, or you just don't catch on that, you know, this is not good for me. Or sometimes on the flip side of that, sometimes the person won't let you go. Just keep like lingering on and not, you know, wanting to go anywhere. Good stuff, y'all. What else is going on in the world? Let's see. Yep, that too. Hey, cuz, you're back. I've been excusing people from my space lately, family included. Oh, yeah, sometimes family is the worst. But you have to know when to say it's time to say goodbye for now. You know that song. Or am I telling my age? Oh, that's what I was trying to do. I was trying to put hands up there. So yeah, excusing people. Well, there's a theory though in therapy that says the older you get, you have fewer friends. Your friend group is smaller because you don't really tolerate a lot of the shenanigans stuff that's out there. And so Yeah, you just start removing people when they need to be removed. Yeah, family can be the worst. They can be the worst. And I think Zanita and Tanya were saying that, but I think it's because they think because you're the family member that they can just do whatever they want to you and you're just supposed to take it. But that's when you gotta advocate for yourself because they will run you to the ground if you allow it, you know. So yeah, you have to watch the family. Yes, everybody's chiming in. Yes, family that think they have that access to treat you any kind of way because they're family. Nope. Yep. You find yourself saying, well, that's my mom or that's my aunt. Right. And giving them those excuses to treat you bad. And Kelly, your question, that's a good question, and I'll grab it in a second. But yeah, family can get you. But you have to tell them no too. And you have to, I think, to me, you have to develop a different type of relationship with, because family, they're going to be there. I just think you have to develop that. I ain't messing with you like that no more. I'll say hi and be respectful, but I ain't messing with you on that other level no more. Like, like if it's friends or somebody, in my opinion, I think you can like cut the friendship, but family, it's a little different. Sorry. Kelly says you can only run into a brick wall so many times until you be like, this mess hurts. Yeah. And let me put that caveat in there. Yeah, if it's really impacting your mental health and it's impacting everything that you do because you're trying to accommodate this family member that's just not y'all not on the same page, then yeah, it's time to reevaluate that. And sometimes you do have to disconnect from that. You shouldn't take that treatment. That's not feed them with a long handled spoon. Exactly. Exactly. And Karen says, cutting family off, I'm putting hers up there. Cutting off family can be the worst. It hurts the most, cutting family off, but self-preservation is its own reward. Yeah. Yeah. And the thing is, you can't choose your family members. So sometimes you have to just change the way you interact with them. Zanita says, I can cut family because I've cut you. That means you have wronged me several times and they just don't get it or take accountability. I think a lot of it, yep, it's not taking the accountability. Or they think just because you're family members that you can do whatever to you and think you're just supposed to keep being a glutton for punishment. I don't think so. Good stuff. Good stuff. Let me find Kelly's question she had. Oh, and Tanya says to Zanita, yeah, exactly. We are no longer giving them a pass. Yes. They are preaching, Karen, aren't they? Oh, and so Zanita, so we back to the question, and I got Kelly, I got your question on the next. So we're back to the polyamorous question. So I asked the question, would you participate in a polyamorous relationship? Why or why not? Is the the question. I think I said no because I'm selfish and I don't want to share. But I know several people and it works for them because they don't want to they don't want to put all their eggs in one basket. They don't want to feel like they are confined to one person, and so everybody has various reasons. So Kelly, you saying you thought about it, but yeah, and you did mention that earlier. You said you thought about it, but you're selfish. Yeah. people are sharing and don't know it, let me know. That's a good point, because people are people, and they're going to cheat. And so this way, that's a good point. This way, at least you know. But it's just too much going on for me. Like, I think of the jealousy piece, like, because that's a natural human emotion that just happens. So, yeah, I don't know. And Zenita says, I wouldn't, because I would be too health conscious, replying to Zenita's facts. And I would have to pick them, and it would be my way. But see, what if that other partner is like, I have somebody in mind? I mean, they have somebody else on that they're going to keep, and you're like, no, I don't want this. It could just get messy. I mean, yeah, I think it could get messy. Let's see. I'm looking for your question again, Kelly. I'm gonna go back and find it. Oh, got it. Okay, Kelly's question was, what is your greatest fear? What is your greatest fear? So we jumping all over the questions, and that's fine. We can jump back and forth to different questions, but I wanted to put that on the screen so we would know. And let me blow it up a little. Where's it? Right there. There it is. Okay. So I got some new responses. Let's see what we got. Probably someone they're already cheating with. Yeah, see, that polyamorous stuff gets complicated. But it works for some people. Like I said, I know several people who are involved in that, and they like it. It works for them. Zenita says I prefer it the way than him sneaking and cheating. Restream. Congratulations. Restream just congratulated me. You've received 100 messages today with Restream chat. Thank you, Restream. Yeah, so what is your greatest fear is the next question. What is your greatest fear? What is your greatest fear? I'm trying to think of mine. Thanks, Anita. Y'all made it happen out there, because I just jumped on just to chat. I have nothing to talk about. Not growing up as a person, being a better human. So why would you? Okay, so let me see how I rephrase this. So you said your biggest fear, Kelly, is not growing up as a person, being a better human. And what do you mean by that? I'm trying to think while I'm talking. I'm trying to think, do I have a biggest fear? My biggest fear. I guess not reaching my full potential. Like all the things I have mapped out in my head for me and my family and my friends. Because I feel like what I do, I can influence my friends and my family, or I can impact their lives if I achieve the stuff that I have in my head. So that is, yeah. Honestly, being broke and stagnant. That's a good one, Zenita. Being broke and stagnant. Yeah, that's why. And I have that, I guess, not a fear, but I try to protect myself from that, because I've been opening all these savings accounts and just letting like $15 go in one, $15. And before I know it, it's then added up to. And so I allow that money to go into those different places, and I forget about them just to prevent that. And just a little financial advice on here. If you ever heard of Acorn, it's a saving software, an app. You put it on your phone, it rounds up if you're in a store and you're buying something, it'll round everything up to the next dollar, but then it saves that money for you. And I have saved a lot of money using my own money, but when I purchase stuff, I'm not only just purchasing things, the money that they rounded up goes into my savings account. I started that in March, and I have $700 and something in there now. So yeah, just a little tip. It's called Acorn, ACORN. Karen says, my biggest fear is also not reaching my full potential. Yes. And so, Karen, how can what things can we do to make sure we are reaching that biggest potential? And Kelly says people don't elevate or try to not be stagnant is what I think you meant to. Yeah, and that gets back to having the right people in your life. Like if you're around people that are not trying to do or get to the next level, then you're going to find yourself being complacent and stagnant as well. So you want to always make sure you're around people who are always working on something, who always have some type of goal, because what's going to happen is that's going to rub off on you. But if you're around a bunch of people, around a bunch of friends that are just complacent with just going to work and coming home, and not working for yourself sometime, or not working on your passion, that like the other day I put on Facebook a scripture that says your what does it say? Your talents will make room for you, or something like that. I can't remember that exactly. And Kelly, you say you have $70 in yours so far. Good. It adds up really quickly. And the thing is about the Acorn app, I forget about it. So even when I'm going to the store to charge stuff, it's still working on my behalf. It's still saving stuff on my behalf. Yes, Anita, it's good. Somebody told me about it because I was a little leery about it, but it was one of my instructor friends. And so I was like, well, I'll try it. I'll start small. And then it's a really good saving thing. And Karen, so you're right with me and Zanita and all of us, the fear of being broke. Yes. And that's why you got to start these little savings accounts, even if it's putting $5 away every paycheck that you're just putting away that you're forgetting about, because eventually that's going to add up. And next thing you know, you're going to have $100 there or $200 there. So that's a way that we can, as a community, is start saving. Because I think people think in order to save, you have to have a lot of money or make big paychecks. But if you put that $5 aside, or that $10 or $15 or $20, whatever that looks like for you, on a regular basis, that's going to add up. And especially if you do that for a whole year, guess what? You got that extra money sitting saved. And if you do that 2 years and 3 years, and then the more you make, the more you add to your savings, then it becomes beneficial. Because we're all one paycheck. I hate to say that, but it's so easy to become homeless. Like it really is. And that's the scary part. Oh, I'm missing all the talk. Let me stop talking so much. Thank you, Zanita. Yeah, your gifts will make room for you. I like that quote. And that's exactly what I was trying to, just left me there. Okay. I'll put that up. Your gifts will make room for you. Kelly's replying to Zanita. Yes, because they can't see themselves being greater, so they'll try to hold you back. Exactly. Or it's not even, it's just a maybe you just have lazy friends that are just not, or lazy people around you just don't know what motivation is or how to motivate, so it can be different, avenues. Nicole Kelly, woof, I can't. Karen says, thanks for the Acorn app tip. You told me about it earlier this year and I forgot all about it. Yeah, because the guy that we used to take the, what's his name? We used to take the boot camp with, Clay. Clay told me about it and how fast he started saving money. And so then I used it. What else? Pressure makes diamonds, so you have to keep pushing. People you think have money be one check away too. Yes, Kelly. They do. But it's so easy. It's like me and you were talking the other night. Clay, yeah, Karen. It's like me and you were talking the other night. Like celebrities right now, they kind of in jeopardy of losing everything they have because there's no shows. If they're not thinking outside of the box and they're not doing concerts, they're not selling albums, it could be just like me and you, and no matter, in a quick second. So yeah, that's true. That's a good question though. What is your biggest fear? If anybody just joined, that's the question we're on right now. We've talked about, will you take the vaccine? We've talked about, will you be in a polyamorous relationship? Why or why not? What is your biggest fear? What else we talk about? Yeah, we just been jumping all around. Good stuff. Good stuff. Oh, we asked about how people's how was Christmas for everybody, and was there any depression because you couldn't be with your family like normal times? Do you wish you had a boo at this time? Do you wish you had a dog at this time? Whatever that looks like. Yeah. Good stuff, y'all. It's not showing who's on. That's weird. Okay, y'all. Anything else before we sign out? We've been chatting it up. Glad y'all jumped on with me. I didn't have this planned. I just wanted to get on and chit chat with everybody. Christmas was peaceful. Mine too, Zanita. I didn't do anything. I ate and slept and yeah, just chilled. It was really nice. Different holiday for sure. A boo would be nice. Yeah, Kelly, we talked about that. 2021. That should be one of our goals. If they're the right person, though, we gotta make sure they're the right person. That's the key to finding somebody. How long does it take you to know that they're not the right person when you're in a relationship? How long? Person. Okay, that's the question. Let me see what you said, Karen. Karen says, my father told me to use my God-given talents. I'm an artist. He said, that's your riches. Your hands will bring you treasures. I do my best to honor that. And it's true. We're all blessed with some type of skill or trade or even you learn things fast. And that's what you should use to make money. Especially, it's really great when you're doing something that you really like to do, because that's going to make you the most money, because you're going to be so entrenched in it and love it so much that before you know it, the money's going to come. So that's why I think that scripture is really a great quote. Your gifts will make room for you. And so I asked the question, how long does it take you to figure out that they are not the right person? So if you're dating someone, how long does it take you to figure out that they're not the right person for you? Do you ignore red flags? Do you collect data? I'm always saying collect data when you're in a relationship, meaning that you should never just say, oh, I'm in love. You should always be collecting data, like, how did this person treat their mom? How did this person treat their dad? What's their relationship with their family? How was their past relationships? How do they communicate in their family? How do they handle stress? All those things, those are questions that you, when you're dating and you're going to lunch and dinner and all of that stuff, instead of sitting there having conversation that's useless, you should be gathering data to make sure that you are actually getting to know that person. Because then I believe you'll have enough data to make a decision whether this is good for me or not in a good amount of time. I think a lot of us, we fall in love, like Tina Turner says, what's love got to do with it? We fall in love and then we go all stupid, and then next thing you know, this person is cheating on us or just not the person who we thought they were, because everybody puts on airs when they first meet people. And so that lasts probably, it depends on the person, but usually 3 to 6 months. And then you start really seeing you see their true colors coming through. Okay. I'm tired of boos laugh. I'm tired of boos laugh out loud, but at the same time, for the first time, I'm finally considering marriage. Okay. What is making you, Zanita, what is making you consider marriage? Because that's, to me, marriage is like, I am ready to commit, flaws and all, which is a good thing. It's a good thing. Kelly says, my eyes used to be clouded with lust that I didn't recognize the bull. And then you said, true, Karen. What did Karen say? Oh, with her dad. Hold on. Let me go back to see what Karen said that I missed. Oh, Karen says, my father. So you're talking about that comment, Kelly. And then Karen says, what did you eat for Christmas? What did I have? Well, I was fasting all the way up to like 4 o'clock. And then I had wheat pasta and pasta sauce. Nothing Christmas at all. It wasn't. Okay. Not long at all. And Zanita says not long at all. Usually the first conversation will send up those flags, and then the second they become clear and red ones. That's good. A lot of people don't. I don't even know if I recognize it that fast. Probably now I would. I haven't dated in so long. I don't even know what that looks like. But now I probably would. And I recommend couples counseling. Like, I don't care if you don't know if it's going towards the marriage thing, but a lot of problems that I've seen doing couples therapy is the 3 big pieces, and I've talked about this on my show before. There's usually boundary issues where people are crossing boundaries, communication issues, they're not communicating with each other, and then trust issues. So those big 3 things are problematic for relationships. And Tanya says, for me, I can pretty much tell from a few conversations, but in the past, I continue to date them anyway, expecting change, which never, insanity, it never happens, right? Because then you see, at a certain point, you're getting the person, that person, that those red flags that you've accepted, now that is who this person is. And so it's a good thing, like I said, to collect data, to make sure that you are getting those questions in. And I don't mean like sitting there doing an interview, but just like casually, so how was your relationship with your parents and da 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 da? Because by those questions, you could tell what you're getting into. Like, if they don't get along with their mom, you may have problems with them. That person may have problems with ladies and how to have a relationship with a lady. Or if the dad wasn't in the picture, they struggle with, being a good man to a woman, or whatever that looks like. And so, yeah, it's good to ask those questions. Karen says 3 months, or it takes you 3 months, or they're about. Okay, got you. Gather the data and then go over it. Yeah. So, yeah, you should be collecting data. You probably could tell by 3 months, because that person's going to become their authentic self by that 3rd month, I would say. You would start seeing the true person. Sunita, did you say 3 kids? So no, just kidding. Yes, ready for commitment. Oh, good. That's good. Good. So how do you know that you're ready? What makes you say deep inside that you're ready? And a lot of that is like just your experiences that you've had in the past and all of that stuff, which will make you ready. Uh, Kelly says, "Oh yeah, Kelly had a big breakfast." Inside joke. Big breakfast: mimosas, pancakes, eggs, and fruit. But no, Kelly, no crab cakes and all that stuff, right? And Karen says, "What is a date? Isn't that a fruit?" I know, right? Karen, for me too. You cannot change grown people. You want to date. You don't want a project, right? And that's the thing. You don't want to turn into somebody's mother or somebody's father just because you're trying to date. And then that's what the dynamics of the relationship is, that you're taking care of a grown person or you're trying to change a grown person. And that happens a lot, especially when people are codependent. They're codependent on somebody else to make them feel like they're whole or um, you know, a good person. And you don't want to. I dated a chameleon and hold on, an expert at disguising themselves. Oh yeah, that happens, especially when you first meet them. And some people, if they're like you said, if they're an expert, oh, that can go on a whole year. They could be, you know, Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde. They can carry that on for a whole year. It just depends. That's why you got to pay attention, like, to your body and what you're feeling when you're around that person, because I always feel like we all have that built-in intuition or that built-in alarm that says this is not right for you. Something about this situation is not right for you. And I think a lot of us ignore that. And then once it's too late because our feelings are all in it, then it's harder to pull back and harder to separate from that person. And no judgment, that just happens. That's how our hearts are built. That's how we are built as humans, is to love. And love is an easy emotion to do, just like hate is easy. Love is easy and hate is easy, but to have to rationalize and think about, why am I in this situation, this person is not good for me, that takes a lot of work. And that's what people don't know how to do, or they're afraid to do. That's why I always say you need a therapist. Karen says, good for you, Zanita. And then yes, experiences. No. They say if you want different results, you must try something different. Yes. I have a client I'm doing that with right now, because the first thing they do is they just like to date one person and stick to that one person. And I'm trying to help them expand to say, well, dating means it means different things to different people, but I feel like let's try to date different people and then pick from that selection. What do y'all think about that? Should you date one person at a time, or should you date several people at a time? That's a whole nother question too. The one Kelly says, the one time I dated different, almost went to jail. It was a year. So you're saying, Kelly, that trying something different doesn't always work. And I know what you mean, because we've had this conversation. You mean dating outside of somebody typically that you would date didn't work out for you. It didn't turn out the best for you. I'm telling you, this dating stuff is this dating stuff. And Zanir says, Kelly, oh no. Yeah, hold on. So yeah, dating is hard. Dating is hard. And what is your definition of dating like? Because then that's a whole nother. Karen says, Kelly girl, at least you tried. What is your definition of dating? Good stuff, y'all. Just chatting it up. Yeah, what is your definition of dating? Yes, depending on your preference, it's a hard job to juggle. It's a job. Yeah, but it gives you options because then that way you're like, okay, person A, they have these qualities. Person B has these qualities. Person C has these qualities. How do I? And I always tell my clients, journal when you're around that person. After you get out of that person's presence, journal and say, how did I feel that whole date? Did I have a good time? Was I happy? Was I having self-negative talk saying this ain't, I don't like sitting here with this person. I feel like I'm walking around on air. How are you feeling when you're around these people when you're dating them? Because that's the part where you're kind of blocking that out when you're dating. And so my thing is, I'm always telling, journal. When you get home from that date, how did I feel? What was the main feeling that I was feeling when I was around them? Was it negative or was it positive? Did I have a good time? Did I feel like I was walking on eggshells? Da 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 da. So Kelly's definition of dating is getting to know the person, like you said, collecting data, going out to dinner, having fun, trying to learn all aspects of them. And I agree with that because that's the goal. And Tina Turner would say, what's love got to do? Got to do with it. Who needs a heart when a heart can be broken? Hey, okay. Y'all are silly. But good stuff, y'all. What time is it? Hold that thought. What's got to do with it? I don't know. I love that song, Karen. I'm always checking it out. I'm always oh. I didn't mean to turn that on. Checking it out. I did not mean to turn that on. Okay, y'all. We've been on here for a while now, but great conversations. So we will be back. One of my favorites. Yep. I love that Tina Turner song. So we will be back next Friday, probably. That's New Year's, isn't it? Is that New Year's? Maybe I'll do an impromptu Saturday like this when everybody's just sitting at home because we really can't do much of anything. But it was great chatting with y'all. Good stuff. Share this video. It has a lot of good information. We talked about a lot of good stuff. So share it, share it, share it. I will share it 10 times probably at least. Anyway, have a good night. And I will talk to y'all probably on the next show. Yeah. Leave y'all with some good stuff. Share it, share it, share it. Oh, yeah. Good.
Make it. They said I wouldn't be here today.